All right, this is going to be a relatively quick video. I just wanted to show you the difference between Zillow 3D home tours, standalone home tour using platform of your choice. I personally use CloudPano, and then Matterport. And these are all using the Ricoh Theta Z1 app. Now, some of you asked why I'm making all these 360 related videos. I'm not going from a regular photographer to 360. These are simply to help people that are trying to do 360 now to help serve the real estate agents that they work with. Because I was personally trying to find some of the answers to these and I couldn't find any videos that I resonated with or that I just couldn't find the information, period. And this is one of them. I wanted to know what the image quality looked like between all three of these options. So I am on a 2019 iMac, so it's pretty high resolution screen. Granted, most of these are going to be viewed either on a smaller screen or on people's mobile devices, so take what I say with a grain of salt. Okay, so we're going to start with the Zillow 3D home tour. Now, this is all three of these tours of the same exact house, so it'll just be able to show you the image quality as well as the different functionalities within each of them. So the Zillow 3D home tour is pretty basic and somewhat limited. There's not really a lot of options in here. So you can move around. You can't go all the way to the floor view, which I actually kind of like. It just stops you right at the edge of where your tripod is down here. You can go pretty much up, but it also stops you from going all the way up. So not a huge deal. I believe you can go into the Zillow app and actually record where things are, but otherwise all you got to do is just click on the different pictures and it will load them. Now these images are fast loading, which is really nice because they're kind of a lower resolution, so it doesn't take forever to load things. Now the thing with the Zillow 3D home tours is that it's exclusive to Zillow. I mean, you can share a link and post it on Facebook or email, or you can embed it on your website if you want to, but you can't add any other types of tours to Zillow. So if you want a 360 tour on Zillow, you kind of need to do the Zillow 360 3D home tour. At least as far as I know, you can't add any. If I'm wrong on that, please let me know in the comments below. Now, the second option would be a standalone type of app, such as I use CloudPano, there's Kula, there's a whole bunch of other ones. I think even Ricoh makes their own. But the reason I like this is because you simply can upload edited images and you just have the images are a higher quality. In fact, they're the best quality in my opinion between all three options. And they're edited images, so I can make it to where you can see all the way down to the floor view, go all the way up. It just gives them a better field of view. With CloudPano, you can set hotspots and help people. Oh, I just realized I left my tripod on that shot. Oh well. With CloudPano, you can click on these hotspots, and you can move around a little bit easier. You can click down here. You can add floor plans if you want. I don't have any on this one. You can do virtual reality. You can share and embed. All different kinds of options. You can shrink this. You can add sounds to it if you want it to play a sound when it clicks. So you've got a few different options, but that's pretty much it. I'm not going to go into detail with what CloudPano offers. If you want to check out CloudPano, there are some affiliate links in the description you can check out. And then there's Matterport. Again, these are all shot with the Ricoh Theta Z1. Now, I did compare the image quality between the Z1 and the regular Matterport cameras, and I got to say, when you look at it on the screen that I'm looking at, there's not a huge image quality difference, to be honest with you. Obviously, you're going to get a little bit more dynamic range, I think, and maybe a little bit more sharpness out of the Matterport, but it's not significant. The thing that's nice about the Matterport, I think Matterport's biggest selling feature, obviously, is this Dollhouse View, which, again, this is all done with the Z1. You can also do the floor plan view. You can switch between the floor layers. But the other nice thing I like about the Matterport tour is it has these nice transitions. And I know there are other standalone 360 hosts out there that have nice transitions, but this is the one thing I think is valuable about Matterport. And that's pretty much it. Again, now Matterport, there is a subscription, obviously. I think the first one is $10 a month, and you get up to five tours you can host on that, so it's not too expensive. You just have to think ahead as you're pricing that out. So now let me talk really quick once more about image quality. While Matterport is definitely the most advanced, has the most advanced image quality, I would probably argue it has either the worst or second worst image quality when all is said and done. Now, if I go back to if I compare this with the Zillow 3D Home Tour, this is obviously a little sharper, but you can tell the colors are a little better in this. They're not super. I mean, they're a little more richer in this, but I kind of like the softer look a little more. There's just a little bit too much contrast, and it was just processed kind of poorly. This is not good. It's a little more low resolution, but I don't know. I personally like the softness. And again, when you compare it to the standalone home tour, I mean, the fact that you can edit the images, you automatically, I mean, you can tell the sharpness is there. If you compare this to Matterport, it's just, there's more detail. You can see the window detail better. Overall, your standalone image is going to be your best option. It is going to take the longest in terms of processing, so you have to keep that in mind. When you're doing a Zillow 3D home tour, you can walk through, like this is probably a 4,500 square foot home. I walked through in about 10 minutes max and did my scan. The 360 home tour probably took about 20 minutes because I used the dual fisheye plugin for the Rico rather. And then the Matterport obviously took the longest. This took me about 45 minutes to scan this entire house. Part of that was because I had a 10-second timer on there. I probably could have turned the 10-second timer off, and that would have sped me up quite a bit. So I'll know that for next time. But for the most part, that's what the experience is going to look like. You also have to keep in mind, even though you're only spending about 20 minutes on location with your standalone, your editing is going to take some time. Like I probably spend a good 30 to 45 minutes, maybe even an hour at the most, before the tour is actually published and finished and ready to share. So just some things to keep in mind as you're exploring different options and what to offer your agents. You can sell Zillow 3D home tours for a decent price. It's pretty much all profit for the most part. So that's a lower price, lower barrier to entry option for your clients. This is a nice option in terms of image quality, and if you buy a lifetime subscription to CloudPano, it's essentially free once you make up the cost. And I think the lifetime subscription is just under $800. So if you do the math, if you're selling these for, let's just for math's sake, $100, $125, you'll pay that pretty much within the first week if you can sell these things. So it's worth it buying a lifetime subscription. And then there's the Matterport. This is a more advanced option. Again, not the best image quality, but it's decent and it's got some cool advanced features. And this Dollhouse View is especially nice. Right now, especially with people being unable to tour houses in some states. So something to consider, you guys. I hope this video was helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions or if you have any corrections on anything I said in the comments below so that people see those. And I think this may be the last 360 related video that I do. So let me know if you have any questions. Thanks again for watching.